Hi, I'm Todd Henderson. Today we're going to install an exhaust on this Ford F150 with the EcoBoost motor. This is aFe power. This is going to be for either the Mach Force XP4 or the Atlas 4-inch exhaust. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, once we get underneath the truck, we've got the muffler here, resonator over here on this side. We're going to go to the band clamp that's in between the two. We're going to remove that band clamp. We're actually just going to loosen it up using a 16 millimeter. All right, now you need to use a 13 millimeter to loosen up the two bolts that hold the resonator to the main pipe. We're not going to completely remove these just yet. We're just going to loosen them up to where the resonator can hang away from the main pipe. Now this is loose, we can actually rotate this. That's going to be important in order to get the muffler loose from the backside of the exhaust. All right, now attached to the muffler piece, we've got a nub that's sticking out here that locks into the resonator pipe. So we need to rotate the resonator pipe to get it free of that nub. Now we can actually pull the full muffler back towards the end of the vehicle and release it from all your isolator bushings. All right, so now what we're going to do next is lubricate all of our rubber isolator bushings. What that's going to do is help us to get the hangers out of the isolators. All right, what we're doing here is we're actually supporting our resonator pipe. We're doing this because once we release the muffler in the back, there's not really anything holding this resonator pipe in place except for those two bolts in the front. We don't want that to get damaged from this dropping down and putting too much pressure up there. All right, now this second rubber isolator back from the factory, you've got a little nub that's on here that kind of locks it onto that isolator. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of squeeze that with some channel locks. That's going to start moving the entire assembly back. All right, now we're just going to go ahead and wiggle it out. Now, if you're up on a lift, you can just pull this right out. All right, now we're going to go ahead and finish removing these 13 millimeter bolts. We're going to retain these to use on the aFe kit. Now with these out, we can go ahead and remove the resonator pipe. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and attach the aFe mid pipe. What I got to do is fit it up towards the factory flange. I'm going to lift it up to this rubber isolation bracket in the back here and push it through that isolation bracket. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this into place and attach it to the factory flange. All right, next we're just going to get our hardware for the flange hand tight so that we can do final adjustments and come back and tighten it down later. Now we got our pipe in place. I'm going to go ahead and slide a band clamp over top of that. All right, next I'm lifting the muffler in place. I'm going to slide that over top. You might want to tap it in place with a mallet. I'm going to move my axle pipe over top of the axle. Rest it in place. I'm going to fit it up against the muffler. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and slide the band clamp in place over top of the axle pipe. I've got the nut facing towards the drive shaft. I'm going to go ahead and slide that into the muffler. And I'm going to raise it up, put it up into the isolator brackets. Now we're going to go ahead and use this C-clamp and press this into the rubber isolation bracket. We're going to go ahead and tighten up our two band clamps using a 15 millimeter. All right, now we're going to go ahead and tighten down the flange. All right, now we go ahead and slide the tip over top of the end of the pipe. We'll make sure that our weep hole is facing towards the ground. Make sure everything's nice and lined up, straight where you want it. We're going to use our 16 millimeter and tighten that down. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts. We're here to help you out.